Shlomi Gian from PacketZoom.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, SAMCEDA, for having us here. I arrived myself 17 years ago to San Mateo. My first home was in Foster City. 4 of the companies, startups I worked for were in San Mateo, so I'm honored to be here. Thank you. So it's all started on a train. Actually, someone mentioned Caltrain. So our founder, Chetan, was working back then at Google, and he was on a train trying to use his phone. I don't know how many of you use the train or try to use your phone on a train. Train is just one environment where using the phone is not fun. You keep trying, you're getting connection, then you're getting disconnected, then you're getting connection, you're getting disconnected. Now that's in the train. Of course, it happens on the road. It happens in many, many places around the world. So the experience, the mobile experience that we're having right now, it might be good in downtown San Francisco. It might be good when you're in a solid Wi-Fi environment, but it's not really good. Actually, oftentimes you get a situation like this. You're starting to browse, then you get the spinning wheel of death, as we call it, and you're just trying to get the image, you're trying to complete the transaction, that's what we're all about. We're trying to fix that. The reason that this is happening, and again, San Francisco, downtown New York, Chicago for that matter, are not good examples. The rest of the world is not yet connected. Actually, half of the world is not connected, and the other half is semi-connected. So what you see up here is data that we're collecting from millions of users all over the world, and it's telling us what is the state of mobile networks. And it's not great. In many places, you see high latency. In many places, you get high number of disconnects that prevents us to do what we'd like to do. We'd like to use our phones. We'd like to play with the phones. I'll break it down into 2 main problems we're having. First, the mobile mile, as we call it, the connectivity between my phone and the cloud, the Amazon, your website, is quite slow. Actually, it's very slow. There are lots of disconnects. That's the part that no one's talking about. Behind the scenes, you don't see it on your screen, but behind the scenes, there are many, many connections that will drop. That is the reason that in many places, you don't get to use your phone the way you want to use it. So I'll break it down. That's the most technical part. Three problems in the protocol. The underlying protocol that we're all using was designed about 30 years ago. The last update that TCP or HTTP had was about 25 years ago. It was designed to connect mainframes or PCs later. They all hit cables, and we're using it now in a world where we're driving in cars, we're trying to get a connection, we're on a plane, we're on a train, and all that. So it's a very chatty protocol. There's lots of back and forth, lots of questions and answers between the phone and the server. On a slow connection, that's not a great thing. There is also, it was designed actually to work without too many packets. The small components going back and forth, getting lost. Actually, in mobile, it happens all the time. We call it packet loss. So packet loss, high packet loss result in inefficiencies and lots of dead zones. You could be on an LTE, but on the wrong part of the building. You're in a dead zone. You're not getting the coverage you need. As a result, the protocol gets confused, doesn't know what to do. So what we're all about fixing that. So in a world where the economy is growing, lots of mobile applications. Actually, we're using, this is a picture showing how many of us around the world are not yet connected. The light blue is showing, large population that are not connected yet using mobile networks. The orange one represent people that have a phone that's not a smartphone. And the lucky part is the one that are having, smartphones. They're in a well-connected place. So all in all, we're talking about half of the world population that's not yet connected. The one that is connected is spending a lot of time with mobile applications, right? We're using more our phone than we're using a desktop. And there was a debate a few years ago whether people are going to use the mobile web or they're going to use mobile applications. It's very clear right now that we love mobile applications. So here are some numbers. In 2015, the mobile game economy, we're talking about big numbers, and these numbers are just growing. I don't know if any of you know, but a popular game could make up to $2 million a day. These are the numbers we're talking about, and these numbers are just growing. So what are we helping out here? We have an in-app networking technology. We are fixing the way the protocol is working behind the scene. We provide our users a small SDK. It's a small piece of code that goes inside a phone and connect them to the internet in a more efficient way. We are able to get the content much faster. We're able to reduce the number of disconnects. We're able to do smart caching. And we have a lot of information about mobile networks and how they're profiled. So the algorithm we built is able to make smarter transport decisions based on this data. Again, small SDK, cloud service running on Amazon, and a dashboard that allows you to configure the whole thing. So net-net, we're able to provide our customers with 2 to 3x faster download time. We're able to rescue up to 90% of the connection. And we're optimizing the code they're writing in runtime time. The nice thing about all that is that we're able to do it without charging them more. Now you might be asking, how's that possible? So the way the system is designed, they're currently paying for services such as Amazon, such as Akamai. We call them web CDNs. They're paying them a lot of money, but they're not getting the service they should be getting. We're telling them, don't change that. Just place our SDK in front, and you'll be able to see the bill. The CDN bill drops, so you should be able to afford us. Actually, you're going to have some change left. So here's a movie demonstrating the whole thing. Hopefully that is going to work. Yeah. The first part, you're going to see, actually, these are 2 real iPads side by side. On the left side, you'll see the game with PacketZoom. On the right side, without PacketZoom. It's a game. Our kids are playing this game. Maybe they hit a certain age. And what happened when you download the game, you start playing, there's a lot of content that needs to be downloaded to get you the right experience. On the left side, as you can see, things are downloading much, much faster. After 90 seconds, you're able to start playing. And on the right side, it keeps loading. Now, the slower the network, the longer time it's going to take. You'll see that we were able to download almost 4 times faster. So that's the first part. The other part is very common. You're getting from a Wi-Fi connection on the train station and getting to the train. Wi-Fi is no longer available, and that's what we're simulating here. We're going to turn off Wi-Fi. What you're going to see on the right side, you lost the connection right away. On the left side, PacketZoom protocol is a little bit smarter. It's waiting until the cellular connection kicks in so you can use that application, keep using it. So we are a young startup. We've been around for 4 years. We started selling last year, but we're very proud to have already 40 million monthly active users, hopefully daily soon. These are the brands that we consider early adopters. Those are companies that, A, are having a bigger pain point, but also willing to try new things. So you see the Sephora's, the Upwork, again, a local company. Glue Mobile is our biggest customer, third largest gaming company. They're a big support of what we're doing. And just recently, actually last week, we announced a big partnership with a large Chinese company. China is a big market for us, so they're going to sell us exclusively in China. And this is me on the left. Again, many companies that were established here in San Mateo, including Akamai, San Mateo, then Santa Clara. And of course, Chetan, who started the company, is CTO, who was a Google AdMob, again, San Mateo company, Riverbed, that's where he got most of the protocol knowledge. So we're very pleased to have Baseline, First Round Capital as our investors, and thank you again for letting us be here today.